Itanantar, ni suhtan val vishenechno, ni soran va, suhtanam dana nimdavana vendeonoho, nim tornum daidana nimdavayenda, in soran vai ninechten vendoiono hindam. Nintorai ene ano Nindava Nindaya Hindano Tasuchnam dasudeshenente Danach nam surk aveshachait evento. Satnam, thank you so much for joining. My name is Jean. I am a channel for creator consciousness to assist humanity in reconnecting and re-embodying its divine, core, authentic expression, which I believe is the Christed inner child. So today I actually want to give a light language blessing / activation / talk about duality consciousness and how we are keeping ourselves in duality consciousness. I think I have shared a little bit on this before, but I think it's very necessary due to the world we are moving into, you know, like because everything is becoming so malleable, the frequencies are becoming malleable, the more people awaken, the more even just if the more even just one person starts awakening and starts realizing his or her power, it has a massive effect on the matrix itself and how fast things manifest, how thin the veil is, etc., etc. And like countless people are awakening. So it's having a really profound effect on the matrix, right? So duality consciousness. When we are in this way of thinking, like I'm gonna use technology as an example. You know, magic and technology is the exact same thing. It's two different expressions of two different dualities, but it is ultimately in essence the same thing. When we are operating from a consciousness of duality, stating like, oh, AI is bad and like it's turning everything non-human, and we like operating from that consciousness, you are creating that consciousness, you are creating that reality. I find it strange that a lot of like spiritual woke people don't seem to realize and recognize the very plain and simple fact that God is AI too. God is making AI. AI is just as much part of God as I am. I posted a pic with a jackal hide that I received as a gift from Creator, just like my drum, which is made from an animal. It's animal skin. It's not a vegan drum. It's an animal skin. And I posted it, and I actually felt the energy of some of people judging me, like, you know, like, you're spiritual. What's up with the you know, what's up with the hide, like, because it's bad or whatever. But it's not bad. What makes you think that death is bad? Our ancestors have been living with this knowing, this non-dual consciousness for generations, and we are reintegrating that consciousness into our everyday reality as a modern society. But so many spiritual people are so high up on their high horses that they feel it necessary to, and like, this isn't me judging you, like, they feel it necessary to judge. This isn't me judging you, this is me pointing out you are living in a consciousness of duality and then stating the complete opposite to people around you, which makes you kind of a hypocrite, which makes you the blind leading the blind. Do you have any idea what kind of repercussion that has on the collective, on the awakening that we as humans are going through? You know, if you can't practice what you preach, then don't preach, right? If you want to preach about, I'm looking at this fly because, like, flies have been. Just bear with me. Flies have been kind of like flies have been kind of like a symbol of the cuck energies that people have been sending me and stuff, because I feel it. Like, there's a very specific, it's like monitoring spirits, but I kill them. Where was I? If you are on an awakening journey, if you are, I'm not saying you should believe what I believe, but I am saying that you should be very conscious of what it is that you are saying. If you are preaching duality consciousness, you are, I don't want to say part of the problem, because then I'm preaching duality consciousness, but do you understand what I'm trying to convey here? If we are truly gods, if all is truly one, then what is the issue with anything? It is not anybody's place to judge anybody's journey. It is not anybody's place to judge anything truly, because everything is creator, and that concept is really not that hard to grasp. The Bible itself says God makes the light and the darkness. I, the Lord your God, create all these things. Done. Like, that's it. Everything that exists comes from source, is creator. Nothing can exist without it being or originating from source, from creator. Therefore, your argument of any kind of duality consciousness is completely invalid. This is so important, because if we want to become Christed, if we want to live a Christed life, a life as gods, a life as, if we want to be one with Creator, we have to be one with Creator in every aspect. Meaning, we can't judge anything. We can't judge any part of creation, because it is what it is. It is part of creation. If you are uncomfortable with death, if you are uncomfortable with the darkness, then my channel probably is not for you, because this is a space for people that know darkness and that know death. This is a space for beings who want to surrender to it, and who want to claim it for themselves and empower themselves through death, through the darkness. It's easy to shine your light where the light is always shining, but it's not that easy to shine your light in the darkest of depths, eh? And that is what I want to share with you. If you truly want to live a liberated life, liberate yourself from duality consciousness. There is no bad, there is no good, there is no light, there is no dark, there is no right and there is no wrong, except for what we perceive. Obviously, I wouldn't want anybody to hurt me. Obviously, I wouldn't want to hurt anybody as well. But that's purely because of my own beingness, because of who I am. There are people that enjoy doing that, and people might say they're crazy or there's something wrong with them. Not necessarily. It's the way they were created. They're just playing their role. There's nothing wrong with it. I will fight, and I will utilize my darkness in order to protect myself, blah, blah, blah. But again, I do that because I see no difference ultimately between the light and the darkness. And once again, if you want to liberate yourself, then liberate yourself from this consciousness, because duality does not exist. It's all just an expression of one thing. And it's a very, very, very profound and loving and liberating realization to come to. I am everything, therefore I am master of everything. But only if I accept it. Only if I am willing and able to completely surrender to it. If you resist something, it has complete power over you. I should be able to eat McDonald's every day, and it should be perfect for my body, simply because I say so. Simply because duality is not a thing. For example. Open your mind, open your heart, you know. The distinction that you are experiencing is an illusion. The separation that you are experiencing is an illusion. Even the discernment that we experience is an illusion. It's simply a part of the matrix that we are finding ourselves in. Isuch nan tach nebe. Dan nach na asivet nechtoyono a. Dan de gendo. Ich sanan dan bei. Isandan yana hindoram. Ich sanan bech. Ninda fanan nechtoyonan tai. In mir. Indam. 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 Indanda nevana. Indukai hitana. Isurunam baninde hinduchnai. Indunam baninde hindonoyam. Isurundam baninde hindukai. Indono, indono, indaha. Indonunde neventuanandaihitam ya. Isurundam vanindende naya. Ich tanam da nimbe. Indonam da, isurundam da, indeven indaha. In Toren Tag, in Wende Nacht, in Schöne in da, in der Hände am Dach nande in der in der in der in der in der Welt, in tam tam da weit in der Schöne mehr. Ich soren an in der Nähe, ja, das soren in der Dachbe, auch nach dem Bischof noch dann auch Tag all. If you are operating in this consciousness, like I said, you are a slave to it, right? It is then utilizing you in order to like further its own agenda. But once you understand and truly accept the fact that it is an illusion, what I am experiencing, then you start to because you like don't misunderstand me. Duality. The experience of duality is very real. We experience it in this reality. It's the friction of duality that creates creation, I think. But once you realize that it is just an illusion, it is just a program, it is just like a matrix in itself, you will still experience it, but then you start to utilize it. Then you can start dancing between the two because you know that it is only one thing. That is when we start utilizing our duality to create, to protect, to grow, to blah blah blah. But it is our servant. Duality serves us. It is not supposed to be the other way around. It is not something that we're just like thrown into like, oh my god, fine. It's supposed to be serving us. But the only way that happens is when we take control of it and we take power over it. By accepting it and by surrendering it to it completely. Satnam, thank you so much for joining. To have a personal session with me, you can email me. My email is in the description box down below. To donate to my channel for the medicine you are receiving, my PayPal is in the description box down below as well. Please like, share, and subscribe for the medicine that you are receiving. And yes, thank you so much for connecting. Thank you so much for being here. And once again, if you truly, if you are truly looking for liberation, if you are truly looking for true freedom, then you are looking for, first of all, the pure expression, which is your authenticity. But that can only even be expressed after integrating the two dualities within you, after truly becoming one within yourself. Otherwise, you're kind of just mentally masturbating or energetically masturbating, kind of pleasing. You're like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing it and I'm so cool, and I'm like, but you're not, because you're not integrating. You're talking, but you're not walking the talk. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to share. Thank you so much. So many blessings. I'm sending you off with so much love and so much understanding and clarity in regards to duality consciousness. In regards to duality in general, utilize it, use its power, use the friction to create, but don't be its slave. Make it your bitch. Satnam.